bang bang, no gang gang.
I thought you were gonna say something totally different, but that's part of my mind in that old ghetto.
Part of your susness, yeah.
It's not sus. I thought you were gonna say bang bros. I'm like, what?
It's why?
How you said it? I'm like,
nah, bro. Hold on. Before we even get to that, welcome back to the 2.5 LLCs podcast. I am one of your hosts, Retro Dre. To my left, aka your right, this is Trav over here. To my right, aka your left, we got guest once again, Antwon in the building.
2-5.
Hey, man. But let's go back to that, man. Why you always take yourself to the maximum?
No.
Man?
I'm not taking everything to the maximum extreme.
Why do you think I was about to say bang bros though?
No, it was your tone of voice, and it was just very brief. Like I said, old impulse. I'm not like that anymore. I don't even look at sites like that anymore. But it was just a familiar sound with how you said it.
But how did it get there though?
I don't. Like I said, I don't know. All right, for example, I'll break it like this. First breakdown of the podcast, right? Let's say you're having a random conversation, just like how this one is. You're having a conversation, right? And let's say there's a part of your brain that flips because there's something else going on the backside of your mind you just don't understand. You could be randomly thinking of an old song. You could be randomly thinking about an ex, a homing, what you want to say next, anything, right? With me, it was just like a triggered memory or whatever. Like, you know how you can associate a person with a sound or whatever? You know they're loud. You think of this person. You can associate a person with a smell like...
Yeah, Gaga 3000 means the best head you ever got in your life. Yeah, all right.
I was going to say, if you smell fish, you walk past a bunch of ladies at the pool, you smell... and you think it's a seafood restaurant or something.
No, they just don't take care of themselves. If that's
I'm not saying you ladies do that. It was for ha-ha. But anyway, like, the same way you can associate certain things without knowing you're doing it, that's what I thought you were just on. I thought you were being funny.
Oh, yeah. So every time bang comes up, you think bang, bro.
No, sometimes I think bang, bang, like Chief Keef. But like I said, it's your tone and how you did it. I'm like, why are we talking about this? I don't want to be talking about...
Because, man, you decided that I thought I was going to say bang bros. I wasn't going to say that.
No, I didn't think that you thought that I thought that you thought I was going to say bang bros.
Well, you made a switch of an assumption.
Yeah, like how I tried to flip that back on him anyway.
Yeah, you made the quick assumption that, I thought you were about to say bang bros, bro. That's crazy.
That's why I caught myself. I'm like, okay. But yeah.
Anyways.
Typical BS on the 2.5 LLC podcast. I hope y'all doing pretty good out there.
Lucrative sip of the day. Drink more water. And opinions are opinions and facts are facts. When somebody says their truth, that means they're lying or they don't know what they're talking about or they believe that's their truth, but even though it's not factual.
You got to run that back one more time because you did two different things. You did two different things in there. If you could remember exactly how you said it, say it one more time.
Said... Even though people say their truth, that means they're either lying, they don't know what they're talking about, or their truth means it is their truth, but it is not factual.
I don't know. If it's your truth, it's a fact for you.
That doesn't always mean it is a fact.
No.
This is my truth. That doesn't mean it's a fact.
It may not be real. It may not be a fact, but you can't tell someone their truth. They can masquerade their truth. Like someone could say, oh, like, to get in the girl's pants or whatever, to get with a bunch of girls and invited to the girl's house, he pretended to be their gay friend, whatever. In reality, he likes the girl the house he's at. I'll break it down something simple. It could be, let's say, he's quiet for the most part. He's quiet.
Before you even get into that whole breakdown, I'm going to tell you why I even said that in the first place.
Go for it.
Because some people just say, oh, this is my truth, when they lying and speak some BS. That's not a fact. That's why.
I think my truth is a cover-up for sometimes I've gotten comfortable and I don't want to try anymore. Yeah. And it's just like I don't want to push myself anymore.
That's how I was speaking about it kind of in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not how you said it. How he said it was perfect. I get that. Like, what I'm saying? You're covering up, to put a void between that comfortability. No, it was, you said their truth, but it's not a lie on his end. It's not that it's not factual.
Sometimes some people say that's my truth and they be lying.
Okay, but that's not how you worded it before. That's why I was kind of confused.
I pretty much said it that way, though.
All right, y'all let me know if I'm back in. It just sounded different to me.
Just saying, man. A lot of things that are said in a lot of times, people may just cap it, man.
Yeah, some people lie about simple things. Don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like we probably lie to ourselves more than anybody we've ever met.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think so.
I do, because you know how much.
I think a collection of people do that for cover-ups, or they just don't know that they're doing it unconsciously.
Nah, like they're subliminal.
I think people who lie to themselves actually live outside of their truth.
That's what.
That's why
I like that.
they lie to themselves.
I like that. I like how you know he took the time to process. He flipped it. He did what I was just having a conversation with someone else earlier. He waited, he listened, really listened, and then said exactly how he needed to say it. Can't find a lot of people like that. That's my truth. You can't find a lot of people like that.
Well, because a lot of people are stupid.
I don't think that's the case. I mean,
Yeah.
stupidity is a part of growth.
Nah, but a lot of people just don't know. I ain't gonna say, let me rephrase that. A lot of people don't know common sense.
They are ignorant.
Common sense is not common.
Fair enough.
They're ignorant.
Ignorance is bliss, but ignorance gets people killed too at some points.
Question for both of you. What is something that you guys find very atrociously ignorant that, you know, it just goes against your morals or your views?
I'm not gonna say go against morals, because I'll say that for another time period. But I will say, when people say stuff like, this is an old one, all black people look alike, act the same, it's fucking stupid to me.
I mean, think about what black people were saying about Asian
However though, I do understand it. And by the way, the Asian thing, bro, they alright, they gonna be alright. For real, they gonna be alright.
That's ignorant to me.
No, what you mean? Yo, listen, if
you said that for us it's stupid, but for them they be alright.
No, the Asian people that stop Asian hate, they gonna be fine.
That's not what I said. I was referring to what you literally just said about all black people looking alike. And I said, okay, so what about when other people do that to the Asians? And you said they be alright. That's all I said. That was it.
However, I will say this. I misspoke. I don't apologize, because that's what I said.
No, you said what you said.
But I misspoke. Going back to the thought process I was on before I got myself interrupted by myself, I will say this. I understand why people say certain things, even though it may be ignorant or go against certain people's morals. I will say that. Because I'll say, to the point that I brought up about how all so-called black people look alike and act the same, TV and what's promoted on media don't help the case, because that's all they see. If people just going by what they seen and what they're taught, I can't blame them. I could be sad or upset, but I'm not, because I know that's just how they were taught, how they were raised, or that's all they seen on TV. However, somebody else that may look like me or close to me, and that action directed towards, may not get the same response in return. They may be angry, they may want to fight them and feed to the stereotype. So I get it.
Okay, fair enough. And what about you, man? What ignorant thing gets under your skin? Or not get under your skin, but you just...
Something ignorant that gets under my skin. I don't know. Come back to me, because I'm trying to... If I had to say something ignorant that gets under my skin, I don't know. It's different things, but I guess just... If I had to name something, it's just... I don't know. Everybody's gangster these days. I feel like everybody's hard. You know, it's
now. If I would have said that, you would have paused to me.
It's wrong.
No, I wouldn't.
It's wrong these days to care. You're wrong to love. You're wrong to cry. I think that's ignorant. I think it has ruined a generation, because everybody has to be a tough guy or a tough girl, and everything now is you know, everything now is just hard. Like, you don't love. Like, there is no love anymore. So I guess that's something ignorant that kind of bothers me. Where everybody now is street. It's kind of just ignorant to me. I don't get it. But
I'll say this to that point. That, and I'll add to it a little bit. It also, for a while, wasn't cool to be smart either.
No, that's
true. One I would add to mine. That not being cool to be smart thing, or you may hang around a certain group of people, you not real anymore. That's trash to me. However, going back to why people seem to be so tough and so hard or whatever, as far as the rap music goes, the gangsters got the mic again. We all remember when 50 Cent went against Kanye, and that's when the tide shifted. And then afterwards, it went to, even before then, the dance era came in, the cloud era, mumble rap, so on and so forth.
yeah, I don't know. It's just me. Everything now is like, it's okay to be heartless, emotionless. It's like it's forced on us to be that way. I think that's ignorant.
I concur 100%. In retrospect to that, I feel like something that's blinding and something that's just not gonna help us in the foreseeable future or unforeseeable future is not only that of, you know, putting on that moniker, you know, having that waving that false flag, if you will, that, you know, you're gonna do this, but in reality, you're not that guy, you're not that girl. I'm not saying that you couldn't be. Everyone has the potential to be hard or, you know, to have those calluses. But I feel like some people take away that it's okay to wear your heart on your sleeves.
Question: do you want a woman to be hard?
I don't think nobody want that.
It depends. I can't say I want them to be hard. I can't say I want them to be soft. I've dated and I've liked shorties that have been on both spectrums. I can't say I've.
All right, let me frame it to give more concrete. Do you want a wife or woman that's hard?
No, because that still goes to what I was just saying. Like, I very rarely found people in between that's, you know, has their soft side, but can be hard when they want to. Because some people relish too much on, you know, putting on that front that you have to stay hard. If that's who you are, and I'm with you, and I'm choosing to be with you, it's because I love all of those features about you. You know what I mean? There's gonna be certain things I may not like. You know what I mean? But I love you for you. So if you're a naturally hard person, and that's what I gravitated to. That's what I gravitated towards. So I can't just say I want a shorty that's like that. I can tell you right now, I don't want a shorty that's. I wouldn't want to be with someone that's not gonna at least put up a fight. And when I say that, I don't mean like physically. I mean like for themselves. Put up a fight for yourself. Like, because if you're working that hard to put on that face that you're hard, that you do this, that, like, you know, you try to come at me, I'm coming back 10 strong, whatever. Like, that takes a lot of energy to put something like that out there. How about you actually put out there what you really are and what you
it could be a facade too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're putting that facade out there.
Like the Mike Tyson thing. Mike Tyson said, I don't know the quote verbatim, but he had that tough exterior because it was a defense mechanism.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting to. If it's a defense mechanism or whatever, that's kind of different. But if you're just putting that out there, just be putting it out there, y'all know who you are, point blank. Like me, I don't like to talk about what I'll do. I'd rather just do it. And honestly, I don't even hope I ever have to. That's my truth. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm capable. I know what I will do if I have to. But if it comes down to it, I hope I don't need to. You know what I mean? So that's not a facade. That's a fact. That's why it's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve sometimes. So some people recognize that. Some people try to take that and use it against you. Fight for yourself. use that. But I feel like it's ignorant to keep all that in, like he was saying, or to just promote that you're this person and you're not. Ignorance to me is just allowing other things that can be a negative influence continue to negatively influence your life. That's ignorant to me. That's something I don't like.
Fair enough. Great words said by the Trapster.
No.
Yep, you're gonna be the Trapster.
No,
today.
no.
Trapster. Yep.
I'm telling you.
I don't care if you don't like it. You're gonna be the Trapster today.
Okay.
Yeah, for this podcast,
No.
you're gonna be called the Trapster. That's gonna be your title, the Trapster.
No, don't do that. I'm telling you.
The Trapster. Zoom in on his face right here.
Okay.
The Trapster.
I'm telling you, I promise you don't want to do that. Don't do that. Like
Trapster.
that. No. There's a whole story behind that. Therefore, I'm like, no.
How is that even possible? You know what? I'm just gonna move on.
I can talk about it. Like I said, I'm an open person,
No,
but
we're
I'm
just-
pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't want to.
Yeah, we're just gonna move on from that because I don't even want to know
Yeah.
what I don't want to hear. But
Yeah, exactly.
speaking of things that go on in
My
life,
mentor. I'll just leave that alone.
wow. All right,
Yeah.
got it.
The whole party scene I told you
All
about.
right, no, you don't need to say
Yeah, all
no
right.
more. No more words need to be spoken like
There
that.
we go.
All right. So, sir, have you seen the NBA recently? I haven't. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, I seen it.
What are your thoughts on the current landscape in NBA?
They need me.
As far as, I think this year there is no clear-cut favorite, which is a good thing. It makes it more interesting. And LeBron James, he's losing, so it's
Yeah.
interesting to me. It's exciting times in the league.
Well, ain't he been losing for like the past 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. No, it's not even that. It's just the fact that it feels like,
He's done.
not that he's done. It feels like we won't have to listen to that narrative of LeBron James come playoff time because it doesn't look like he's going to be there. That's exciting. I like it.
Not that I watch ball, that I'm a ball player or anything like that, but like I like that. I like that sentiment simply because it's like I feel like it gives audiences and not even real fans, just fans in general, something to tune in for. You know what I mean? Like you really get to experience something that's like, okay, we know this isn't gonna happen, so now we get to see something new. Or is it gonna be repetitive? Is it gonna be something that's really gonna raise the stakes? Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I don't know if y'all remember, we seen Golden State versus Cleveland, I think three years in a row.
3 years, yeah.
And I was sick of it. So not having that guy be in contention and,
It's funny. I find it funny you say that because I've been seeing bad commercials lately with like him, like talking to a younger version of himself or whatever.
yeah, he's gone. He's not that guy.
And I'm like, wow.
So
He's
much
brand building right now. He's brand building for the future. Well, he's been doing that for the past 5 to 10 years,
He's
but
been doing that since he started.
he's really kicking it in now because he knows
He's on the clock.
basketball wise, he's not going to be able to reach that level that being above Michael Jordan. And I don't even know if he ever was going to get there.
I mean, what if he would have made it come back like how Jordan did?
Nah, we don't do what else over here. We do
No, I'm
facts.
just. I gotta say what if because it hasn't happened.
What in your mind could LeBron James do to be better than Michael Jordan? Like, what would it take?
7 in a row, maybe 8.
He has 4. Jordan has 6, right? But like the amount of attempts it would take for him to get to 6.
Question: how many did Kobe have?
5.
Kobe won 5 of 7.
He either went above or below. He went below. That's how it was his collision course. He was either going above or below.
So Michael was 6-0. Kobe was 5-2. LeBron is 4-6. He lost more than he won. For him to get 6,
You said 4 and 6.
he's 4-6. Right. So what could he possibly do to pass Michael Jordan / Kobe Bryant / Tim Duncan?
Go ahead, Jerry.
8 or more in a row.
He would have to do something. Like for me,
Average triple double.
for him to be in that discussion,
Take it out the basketball realm. Like, take it out of the physical game.
What do you mean?
off the court.
Yeah. No,
He's
Hold
better.
on.
He's better than them off the
Wait. Nah.
No,
This is what we not about to do. We
Hold
not
on.
about to
No,
put
no.
off the court and the conversation on the court. No.
No. This is not what I mean. Let me rephrase it. Like, take away the triple doubles and all that. Take away the technicalities of it. You know, put in, like, let's say if he made a comeback from like a really crazy.
He already did.
No, I mean like something else. Like, let's say car accident. God forbid. You know what I mean?
Like
Paralyzed.
it
Or
would
whatever.
have to be
Learns how to walking in.
Yeah, it would take
It's like-
something dramatic like that for him to be.
Not that I wish that on anybody, but like sometimes it takes those miracle stories to, you know, build a comeback. Like, yo, Jordan didn't have to do this, or this person didn't have to do this, but like,
Still don't make him a better player.
Nah, it'll be a good story. I just think LeBron, he is who he is. He is top 3. I mean, I give him it top 4, whatever. But I don't think he can be number 1.
statistically, I don't think any of them are. I mean, let me rephrase that. Statistically, I'm pretty sure there is a number 1, 2, 3, and 4, but
Statistically, LeBron probably will be number 1 by the time he retires. Statistically, but
right. But I'm saying, like, for just overall, you can't put them together.
why not?
I feel like it's similar to with, like, let's say if we put those 3 together, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan. Let's put just those 3.
Mm-hmm.
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield,
Okay.
Tom Holland. Hell, there's a reason for this, right? 3 different generations, so to speak, right? They all hit a mark for said generations. And then I hate to spoil the movie, but if you saw the movie, the recent one, then whatever.
Well, based off of that, putting those 3, and you said 3 generations, the only thing we would have to go off of is if we seen them face off against each other. Obviously, Jordan never played LeBron, but we did see Kobe play against Jordan and LeBron. And I remember Kobe cooking both of them. So if that's the case, then Kobe is my GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can say that because you have a sole individual who's faced off against both.
And he cooked them both. So if that's the case, then
You know what I
Kobe
mean?
is the GOAT.
But I'm saying, like, they all have a pedestal. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
I think LeBron James benefited. He's a great player, but I definitely think he benefited from the more media-driven world that we live in now, as opposed to Jordan and even Kobe to a certain extent. I
Well,
think
Kobe didn't do what he allegedly did in Colorado. Then His
what was that
career-
about?
his
Something about a
career-
white girl or something like that?
Rape, yeah.
we ain't gonna talk about that.
They just for
Only reason I brought it up because of the point of LeBron having easier media. If because Kobe was gonna be the face of the league, he was for a hot second until that happened.
See, Kobe at the time.
but everyone has something though. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
Nah, see, I mean, even with that though, like,
I just mean as far as media stake. That's all.
I mean, as far as media, I think LeBron is more likable. He's probably more approachable.
Agreed.
That's probably why the media likes him better. And that's the reason why I probably dislike him.
Because the media is kissing his backside.
Because of the media. I like the intensity of a Kobe. I like the intensity of a Michael. You don't see intensity from LeBron. You hear about it. You don't even, I can't even say you see it on the court. You see flashes of it. But it's like, how can a guy be called the greatest ever? He's clearly bigger than Kobe and Jordan. He just doesn't have that
Charisma.
killer in him. I don't like that. If he had that in him, he'd be the best player of all time.
That's why I was saying before, like, that's why I feel like they all have pedestals, but like,
Nice. Listen.
because like each one of them has a stigma against each other.
Man,
Not against each other, but just in general.
Man, listen.
Michael Jordan, the whole gambling thing, right?
Man, listen.
That was off the court. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still a stigma that was
It
attached to the
still don't
name.
matter.
Yes, it do. A stigma is always going to be there.
It still don't matter.
Kobe Bryant and that white girl. LeBron's. What teammate
Kobe
had
had more.
something his mama on, bro?
Kobe had more than just a white girl thing.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a
That-
stigma
he
attached to
allegedly-
all of them.
He wasn't that much a willing passer, and not saying he couldn't pass.
Who?
Kobe.
Who the fuck was he supposed to pass it to?
I understand the point that you can say that to.
I'm glad I didn't have to open my mouth for that
At
one.
certain points, after the 3P with Shaq,
Yeah.
understandable. There. Got you. Whatever. Got you. But like I said, go on. What you were saying?
Nah, I've kind of already said it. That's just how I take it. And this is someone who doesn't play ball, but who has definitely seen his friends go above and beyond for the sport. From having an old man who loved it, lived it with his family. So like, I don't know. I feel like from someone on the outside looking in, it's like you can't put the three. You can put them together, but it's weird. It's weird. I just don't have anything to compare it to that I know y'all would get. Like, I'm not putting Chris, Michael, and Usher on the same boat.
Well, no, of course not.
You know what I mean?
Because Mike is hands down the best.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm like, each one of them did something for their era. Influence-wise, all of them have a stigma against them, but they still overcame adversaries. And they've cemented a legacy. That's what I'm saying with those three, Jordan, Bryant, Braun, like, they had their own stigmas outside or inside the game, and their legacy's already cemented. Period.
Fair point.
That's why I'm like, you can't level them because they each did something, have done something, and probably are still doing something. Kobe's gone, but I'm pretty sure there are so many young Kobe's out there, or people that may surpass him, and they was like, yo, I looked at Kobe Bryant, period. And one day gets that perfect 7. So
However, I will say, though, the reason people keep comparing because they want somebody to eclipse or become better than the predecessor, just to say, I lived at a time, at least some people, I lived at a time where I seen the greatest player of all time, in my opinion. Because you got a lot of people now that didn't get to see Jordan play, and they don't understand the impact. Kobe, too. They didn't understand the impact of what they did in their primes. Jordan and Kobe, pretty much, it was special watching them play, especially Kobe when the nights he would get hot. Man, he's damn near the hottest player of all time when he gets it. Kobe, I'm talking about here. Jordan, one of the most consistent special players in the history. And Jordan was the one who made it that you can score 30 and up and still win a championship as a guard. He was the first of its kind, and then the game kind of suffered a little bit because everybody tried to copy that formula. But
he's like the first, in my opinion, like dominant guard to play basketball. I mean, I know you had your.
You mean to win on that scale?
What do you mean, like, huh?
Because it was a lot.
I mean, I know you had your Jerry West and your Bob Cousy and Oscar Robertson, but
Isaiah Thomas,
but at the end, Jordan, he probably had the greatest season of all time where he won all of the top awards, including Defensive Player of the Year. So not only did he average 38, he was shutting down your best perimeter player on the other end, too. So when you have a season like that, I just think, I mean, how can you argue with it? I think, and the only reason why I would put Kobe over Jordan, or I would put, if you want to even say they're all equal, the only reason why I would put Kobe over them, to be fair, Kobe was a better shooter than all of them. He was a better shooter.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I feel like
it's the only thing.
He was a better shooter. LeBron percentages are better. He takes better shots.
I don't know if LeBron percentages are the best.
No,
and that
his percentages are the best.
And that may be just because he shoots below the rim most of the time.
His percentages are the best because he doesn't take as many difficult shots as Kobe and Jordan took. But obviously, looking at the numbers, Kobe's a better 3-point shooter than both of them. I mean, LeBron probably will make more threes. His percentage probably, by the time he retires, he'll probably make more threes.
Is it because Kobe came in an era where threes were a little more popular than Jordan's?
Yeah, it was more popular in Kobe's era, and then you see in this era that LeBron is playing in now, it's nothing for a player to shoot 15 threes. So that's why I say his percentage is probably a little bit better because he's shooting it more, he'll make more. But I think if they were all in a 3-point contest, I don't know if anybody would probably pick LeBron over Kobe.
No, I think I would go Kobe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you in just a contest, I think you would take Kobe. But if you're talking percentages, it's probably LeBron, just overall, because I think the more you take, and then I think in the era he plays in, I think it helps his numbers, statistics, all of that out. But I don't think I mean, think about it. If you had one player to take the game-winning shot, you need a game-winning three-pointer. Who are you choosing out of the three?
Kobe.
I mean, so that's just how I look at it. You're taking Kobe, a game-winning shot, Kobe or Jordan, because I feel like that's where the argument would be. I think I would take Kobe because of, I mean, it could go either way, but again, I think the 3-point shot matters. Because if you need a three, he's a better shooter. And I've seen Kobe, in my opinion, I think I've seen Kobe make more difficult shots than Jordan made. Because when people talk about Michael Jordan, think about it. If you think about the top highlight you've seen from Jordan, you think about LeBron, you think about Kobe. I believe most people think about Jordan, probably dunking. You think about LeBron, you probably think about dunking. But when you think about Kobe, you think about shooting. Even when you throw paper away, you say Kobe. You're talking about shooting.
I'll give you that because people can forget. Fair. People can forget how much bounce Kobe had before.
Yeah,
he went bald, and even when he was bald.
Yeah, like what is the number one highlight? Probably, I wouldn't say number one because I think all of them probably would be a shot because the game winners obviously, probably carry more weight than dunks. But I think top 5 highlights from Jordan career. It's probably mostly dunks.
No.
I mean, of course you.
I think it's based on the individual at that point.
I mean, you probably the Utah shots. I mean, those probably would be in there.
That Cleveland one probably might be in there.
Yeah, the Cleveland. Yeah, I guess you're right, but I still think if you had to list 10, I think after about 5, it would all be dunks. But I think for Kobe, it definitely would be more shots. I think he has more shot highlights than the other two. I guess that's what I'm getting at. So that's what I'm trying to say. I think he's the better shooter of the two.
I think that Kobe is for sure the most charismatic of the three. I feel like Michael Jordan is the most memorable of the three. And I feel like Bron doesn't have his word quite yet.
He's the most likable of the three. That would be his word. He's the most likable. He's on social media. He's a good teammate, so they say.
Matter of fact, I'll say he's the better influence in the three.
Better, yeah, if you want to say that.
You know what I mean? Like in a way. I mean, because
in what capacity?
Yeah, I don't care about him.
Outside.
I like
of what he's doing on the outside.
We talking basketball here.
I'm saying that takes.
But again,
what you do on the outside,
what I said, likable though.
Yes,
that's more respectable. You like that he has a school and he donates money and he came from a single parent.
See, it's when you give it that kind of label that tears it down. You got to give credit where credit is due.
What?
Tax rate, school just tax write off. Not saying it's not a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. Focus. You can't just. You can't forget the positive without the negative. Of course, I get that.
It's life.
That's like exactly, but I'm saying, like he said, likable and favorable simply because of the things that he does on the outside, and then to see him play. Like if you've never seen him play, or whatever, and you do some research or whatever, and like let's say you don't know much about ball, you're not gonna go into what you see on the outside. You're gonna go on what you see on the outside. Well, what kind of person is this? Like, oh, this person does this, this, and this. Like, and he's that good at the game. I gotta see him play. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying he's probably the biggest influencer out of that because he has a lot on the outside, and still brings it on the inside where it matters.
No matter what.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody does, we still don't know these people at the end of the day.
Yeah, we don't. I'm saying just staring at a highlight career.
I say that to say that all these gestures don't mean they're just good gestures. We don't know what they really mean or what they're really for.
We can only take it how we view it. And if you're someone that just wants to view things as, there's always a hidden agenda, sure, everyone has an agenda. Doesn't mean it has to be a negative one.
But if you take that part of life away, or I guess perceive life away off the court, I think on the court, I just think Kobe is just better. Yeah, it's just simple. That's just where I'm at with it. And I just think Kobe's the greatest. He's just the greatest.
All right, that concludes that. So, in y'all opinion, who's the greatest R&B artist of all time?
R&B?
Yep.
I don't have one.
Yes, you do.
Is R. Kelly? Is he R&B?
Yeah.
He's R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, R. Kelly. I just want to make sure I have permission to say his name on the podcast.
Can I say Mr. Kells?
I think I third that.
Really?
Yeah, because I was going back listening to his catalog just to confirm my thought the other day, and I was talking in the studio, and I brought up the point that he made R&B songs for any feeling that you have. Yep. You can get some, you can hear some real stuff, you can go party, you can feel good, and you can be at the cookout. You have every feeling that you can get from an R&B song from Kells. Like him or not for what he did.
But there are so many. I had to look it up. There are so many that's just like.
But did they do it as well as Kells did?
I'm pretty sure people can argue there are artists that did it better.
In R&B, are you sure? Was it a hit?
Argument though. I mean, I think it's R. Kelly, but at what point does
and he written produced all those records too?
At what point did R&B?
That's a big part too.
What point did it stop? R&B stop? When did it become? Because now, what is Chris Brown? Is he pop or is he R&B?
He's R&B.
He is.
That's a great question though. Hold on.
Is he pop or is he R&B?
It's a great
He's still R&B.
Because if you say,
is he a rapper?
Yeah. Like, what is Drake?
He's a rap singer.
Drake.
Drap.
Drake. Yeah, that's a good name.
Drap.
What is he?
He's a rap singer. He want to do R&B, but his voice ain't all that good, so he takes it. But he has bars though, written or not written for him.
He's hip hop and rap, no R&B.
Like I said, he's a rap singer.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Ho ho, he's a rap singer.
Yeah, I think R. Kelly.
Just hold on, we're going home. That's not a rapper.
So who would be number 2 for you? Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna name somebody from a ways back. I don't think it's gonna be anybody recent.
Oh, I got 2. Years. I got my 2.
I don't have it right on hand, but I'll say I'm just going off what I think right now. It could be Usher. It could be something else.
Genuine. Something like that.
Yeah, he could be up there as well. But I don't know if I'll put him at 2 though. No, I'm not putting Genuine.
I probably say Usher. I like Genuine, but I probably say Usher too.
Alright.
Cause Confessions is a different breed.
I was gonna say
you ain't too many albums coming out like Confessions.
Or look back at you make me wanna bro. We can go way back with Usher. Like for me,
yeah, teenage Usher for sure. Yeah.
All right, I gotta say I don't have. Alicia's my number 1, point blank period, and forever always. Then you got Mary J. Blige.
Hold on, we love what she's done with the moment she's gave, but is she that good of an R&B singer though?
Mary?
Yes, I'm
gonna go back to my old ways real quick. Are you stupid?
Not saying she's trash. I'm not saying that. But is she that good of an R&B singer?
You mean to tell me if you can't go back to some of her Blueprint albums?
I need you to
and get goosebumps.
I need you to listen to what I said. She gave us classic moments and classic records. I'm not saying she didn't, but as a singer, how good is she really?
She's amazing.
As a singer,
she's amazing.
She's straight as a singer.
She's amazing.
Saying she can't sing, but she's straight.
Okay, Mariah Carey. No one. A lot of people are not doing what at her peak had a range like how she did.
True indeed.
Because you have the Mariah Careys. You had the Whitney Houstons.
Minnie Riperton.
There you go.
So who you got? Mariah or Whitney? Who you got?
Mariah or Whitney?
Mm-hmm.
Mariah.
I gotta say, I grew up.
Why?
I don't know enough about Whitney, so
Okay, fair enough.
I'm biased.
Fair
No,
enough,
that's what
fair
I was gonna say. I think I grew up more so on Mariah than I did Whitney. I feel like Whitney was a generation before mine. But yeah, that's even kind of thrown off because I listened to every music before my time anyway.
Yeah, you can still compare the two. They didn't come out the same era.
No, not that I can
Of course not.
compare the two, but like, just yeah, Mariah. I gotta go Mariah. Like her song "Hero." Goosebumps.
So does Mariah have? I guess I'm not too versed with the album, so like I said, I'm not the most qualified to even have a point on this. But the Bodyguard soundtrack, great soundtrack, by the way.
Fair enough. You had to think of something, so I'll give you that. Let me actually, you know what? Let me check it out real quick.
Say what is
So how far down the list is Chris Brown on yours?
He possibly might not be in my top 10. Possibly might not be.
Really?
Wow.
He might not be.
Yikes.
I got to do the list. I have to do the list, but it's possible he might not make my top 10.
He's my top. He's in my top.
He's top 5 for me.
I was gonna say, I think he's either top 3 or top 5.
I
I don't
think-
know if I should put him at 4.
I think. All right, so this may sound controversial. It may not. I think Chris Brown. I said it before. Maybe the greatest music artist of my lifetime.
Fair enough.
But the reason why I put R. Kelly ahead of him is I think that R. Kelly's top maybe 3 or 4 songs are just so much better than his top 3 or 4. But I think as a whole, I think Chris Brown probably had the better career, obviously. But like, you know, I guess I think his track record. I can't even say that either.
Yeah, I'm like,
Nah. Considering the current standings, their track record,
I wouldn't
Chris
say
has the better track record.
he has a better catalog, really.
Yeah, that's why I said when I really thought, and I'm thinking about it as far as better catalog, it's kind of like it'll really come down to preference, but I kind of still probably would say Chris
And we've
Brown.
got to hear music with both of them on it together. You know what I mean? So,
I think Chris Brown wins in the end, though.
I feel like despite taking away any negative or anything that they might have done or whatever,
I don't
taking
even
that out the
factor
way.
that into it. I think a lot of that is agenda based. I don't really want to get into that, but
taking that out the idea for everyone else, taking that out the game. I think there were so many songs that Kells did that gave you goosebumps.
He even remixed his own tracks and made them better.
I know what I mean. That takes a lot. Chris has done that several times too. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then some of those songs went triple platinum. Like if I played "Sweet Love" by Chris Brown, all right, I forgot what the name of that album was, but if I played that song, all right, memorable music video, really trippy, really dope.
Is that the royalty joint? Or
Nah, that was way before.
Yeah.
That was way before. It's a couple years before actually. I think I was in middle school. But anyway, let's take "Sweet Love," right? He sampled from one of his original albums. He sampled that song from one of his original albums. The song "You." Like, and he did it. I hate to say better, but he did it better. Sampled his own song and did it phenomenally. Like they both have done that, so you can't say like, oh, he did this and he didn't do that. Like, Kells has music, you know, that'll just make you want to step in the name of love, or you know, make you feel like he really saved you, or whatever. You know what I mean? Make you feel like some days, you know,
yeah,
I'm locked up in the closet. Then you got some Chris Brown songs that you know that make you want to let's see. Switch up the tempo. Let me switch up the tempo, or take it back. Like, I really want to take you down. Like they both have. They these hoes ain't loyal. Like, bro, like they both. I feel like they both have songs that fit any issue, and I feel like the older Chris is getting now, there's gonna be songs where he's at R. Kelly's age, and it's like, yo,
I need him to stop making 52 song albums, though.
yeah, it may be R. Kelly.
it's not even like he did that for a lot of times, but he's done that the last, what, 3?
Yeah, come on, bro. Like we gotta stop this. I understand streams ain't paying artists money like that, but we gotta stop this, Chris.
But what other artist is doing that?
Pretty much every one of them nowadays. It seems like everybody dropping deluxe with damn near 10, 20 extra tracks.
Do what?
Okay, first off, one of the albums he dropped wasn't even a deluxe when he dropped all them songs.
What you mean,
on
like?
it.
Dropping all these freaking songs, man.
Oh, on the album?
Yeah.
That's why I say he's the greatest, though. What other artist can you name can put that many tracks on a song?
And people are going to listen
on
to
the
each
album
one and take time to listen to them.
Like, that's why I think in the end, I think
I
he
get
may
that.
be the greatest. But then again, R. Kelly is just like, I mean, he is who he is.
Yeah, you gotta compare the highs at that point, and R. Kelly's highs was like,
Yeah, his highs are better, but I think, I don't know. It could go either way. I probably would say Chris Brown, but R. Kelly definitely has if you had to list their top 10 songs and you could combine them, I think R. Kelly probably would have 6 and Chris Brown would have 4 on there. So I think he would edge him out by a little bit.
You know what?
It might be 6-4. I don't think.
I had to think about that for sure before I let my emotions get the better of my mental answer.
Yeah, it might be 6-4. So
I feel like it would be very, very close.
But I think the longer you make the list, if you say 20, then I believe
the longer you make the list, Chris. The shorter list,
that's what
Kels.
I mean. His peaks were higher, but I think long term, like I said, for my lifetime, Chris Brown. But if you're talking about just individual tracks, top 3, I think R. Kelly top 3 would probably sweep whatever Chris Brown top 3 without a question.
All right, quick question: top 3 for each artist.
Top 3 songs. See, that's where I say they're too great to do that.
I love that answer.
I wouldn't want to, but if
what about a 1v1?
A who?
1v1.
Chris.
Like one song?
Yeah.
If I could, I mean.
Oh, choose one song for both of them?
Yeah.
That's even harder.
Worse. Yeah, that's even worse. Because, I mean, on the count of 3, you name a Chris Brown song, I name a R. Kelly song. If you do that, you're going to name something, I'm going to name something. You'll probably name something that most people would say not even top 5, but I might name some top 1 or something. So
let's do that. I'm about to cut it off. I want to see what y'all do. That's good. I want to test on that real quick, all right? And good.
R. Kelly.
1, 2, 3.
Yo.
I'm
not the greatest. I'm not the one to pick a.
But that's not a bad song to choose.
Yeah, but I know it's not his best track. It's one of my favorites.
And I wouldn't even get. I wouldn't even go the. I guess sensual route. I would say, even if you just said, "I believe I can fly," like I think you literally could like. You know what I mean? They're 2 different kinds of songs, but like which one is really like better? Because it's like no matter what you say, you can make the argument or whatever. But I think
because I feel like you can do more.
I can fly with my pick, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like.
But I don't think I picked the best one to go against that though. Because I'm not the Chris Brown. I'm not the Chris Brown guy.
Then you're talking to me at that point.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, you got.
So if I did Chris, could you do R. Kelly? Because my favorite Chris Brown song, or one of my favorites. Is all right, name R. Kelly song.
Radio Message.
I would say
Really?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Thank you, bro. He said really that song,
I'll put it this. I'm not
I would say
I busted my vocals.
All right, so the Chris Brown song that I was gonna say was the song, it's old as hell, was the Ain't No Way.
Oh yeah, ain't no way, baby, I won't let you down. Yeah.
So like, I mean, you could go on and on. So I think you couldn't do top 3 necessarily.
I feel like when it comes to just overall catchiness, it's gonna be Chris. For a lot of solid message and delivering, you're gonna get more with Kels.
Yeah,
like Radio Message, that's a hell of a song.
Aggressive. He was. I mean, he is who he is.
He's who he is, unfortunately. But like,
he's aggressive. So,
man, that's how we come from the Chi-Town, man.
I mean, look, bro, take it. There hasn't been a song that Chris has put out to me that I can't listen to without thinking something else because of an action he's done. He's only gonna get older, so mistakes are about to happen. Kels, there are several songs that I cannot And my brain separate, and this is not to be funny, separate from actions held against him, you know, for his crimes or whatever. Like, seems like you're ready. I'm sorry. Trapped in the closet. What else can we go?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Age ain't nothing but a...
He wrote it.
This is what I'm saying. Like, there'll be things that'll make you question it. And it's like, sure, did it necessarily have to be related to that? No. But that's why I feel like you take all of that out. No, that goes against what I was saying earlier. You got to take the bad with the good. Chris is my top 3. Pat, done.
Like some people may not be able to listen to Chris Brown songs because they think about the speed nights he carried Rihanna, bro.
And that's not even the only thing he was like accused of. Or
I hate Almost Smile when I say that shit. That's so fucked up. I hate Almost Smile.
No, it is what it is. Like, I felt bad for, you know, doing that with Kels, but
I don't be trying to
is
laugh
what it
when I
is.
say stuff like that. But
all right, what about female vocalists? Who y'all got in top? Who y'all putting?
Female vocalists?
Yeah, like for R&B.
Me personally, I like Monica.
Okay.
that's a
I'm a
strong
Monica fan. I like Monica, and then after that, my list gets... it's very different.
I got to put Aaliyah in that list. I almost forgot.
Aaliyah. I didn't listen to her enough.
Me either.
But
Fair enough.
Aaliyah. I'd probably say Monica. I don't know. I'm not even going to list the rest of them just because I know everybody else say they trash, but I like them.
Nah, don't be afraid to voice yours.
Right, so me, the
Brandy?
the female artist that I have listened to, Monica. I like Keisha Cole. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of that.
I
girl's
like.
name for a minute.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might not like. I love K Michelle.
Ain't nothing wrong with K Michelle.
I love K Michelle.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Every time I think K Michelle, I think of her ass deflates. My bad.
Yeah, but after that, what's funny is that for me, and this ain't no disrespect, because I know she's probably the second greatest, or maybe she could be the first greatest artist in my lifetime too. I'm not really a huge Beyonce fan. She is who she is, but I mean, for my ears, I don't really.
I'll give you that.
Like listen to Beyonce.
I can't say I do. She has some classics that I know that if they played, I would sing it because I know by heart. But
I know nobody else is really in her class as far as her catalog, maybe, and her fan base and following and all of that shit. But as far as just like for me to listen to, I just don't.
I feel like she's not an everyday artist I would listen to.
Nah,
no offense to her.
You think she just
but I feel like if there's a song that can guide me or get me through something, I can go to her. And I know I'm gonna have something. Listen, it's a song she did from the Fighting Temptations film. She has that voice that can deliver. That to me, delivery is everything. Plus, you know, the lyrics behind it, and for me, she does it. So she's up there in a class of her own, but like, not every day. You know what I mean? Like she just. Isn't in my everyday, like how
I think Monica,
certain artists could be.
Monica, I think after about 2 songs of like Monica, I think you really be in your feelings after about 2 songs. I don't know if you can listen to Monica and just listen to Monica. If you listen to Monica, I'm not gonna say she's depressing, but usually if you listen to Monica, you probably are going through something.
She has a style that's gonna. Cause you can say the same thing about Sade. Even. Yeah, you could. What about nowadays?
Women artists nowadays?
I hated that he snickered. I'm not even gonna hide that. I hated that.
Bro, who's singing?
Yeah, women artists today.
All they doing is
A lot of them are
overprocessed.
trying to rap and whatnot.
All they doing is singing, trying to yelling with overprocessed auto tune and melody. That's all they
I
doing.
don't even know who to say.
Okay, like I wasn't even just sticking to a genre that time. I was just asking in general. Because anybody could have said Billy, anybody could have said my girl Jessie Reyes, anybody could have said Ariana.
I would just go R&B based for that point.
Oh, yeah, R&B based?
Who's singing?
I don't know.
Exactly. Some are cool, but she overprocesses a mug and using too much autotune, in my opinion. She can sing a little bit when she.
What's that girl's name? Morgan. Nah, I gotta find her now. Oh my god.
That's one I will say. Summer Walker. That's one. Unless she a little over processed sometimes, and that gets annoying.
I have no idea. I know who she is, but like
Ari Lennox is cool.
yeah, Ari Lennox.
One thing I heard somebody say one song is she has low frequency music.
That's fucked up.
I didn't even want to laugh, but like it took me a second to process, bro.
Oh, like, oh.
Oh, you got Ella, you got Alibi, okay. You got.
And does she still play out music?
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, she put out Boo It Up in that album. She went ghost. You haven't heard her Britney Nasty since.
There's gonna be one. I feel like there's gonna be one that's gonna like, not Whitney it, but like just have her name.
Snow Allegra, she's fire.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Snow Allegra. Yeah, I forgot about her. I actually listened to her.
Snow's fire.
Yeah, she made timeless music.
Oh, okay. If we talk about artists of the days, you know, you can put Miguel up there too.
I don't care. Miguel is today. Miguel has been on for a while.
No. I mean, like, but you could still play anything of his stuff before now, and listen to it.
You really like War and Leisure? Just asking.
Even besides that,
I'm just asking a question.
yeah.
Okay.
You know who put me on to Miguel? My sister Tiffany.
Shout out.
Shout out to my sister Tiffany.
Clap. Yellow.
Shout out to her. Like, matter of fact, she put me on to Kendrick too.
Okay.
You wouldn't know what song it was because they both were on it.
Oh,
How Many Drinks?
How Many Drinks?
Like I love the original one with just Miguel. Don't get me wrong, but then you know Kendrick they both just it was just
I think his next album might suck.
I actually hate that song.
what? How Many Drinks?
Yeah.
How come?
I think it's annoying. I think Kendrick, the way he sound, yeah. He doesn't sound excited to be on it.
No, it's supposed to be the song is supposed to be more sensual. So it's
Yeah,
like it's not the same Kendrick you would see, and like what's the song I just had? Like well anything else really.
Humble, Sherane, Master Splinter's daughter,
Yeah, then
Mad City.
I don't really like it.
I feel like for that time it did get annoying hearing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, well, I
It's,
like
but I
it.
it's
appreciate
about
it.
as known as what was it?
I got a song in
The
mind.
blame it on the
Oh,
alcohol.
blame it on. And this
It
is
was
so
about
funny
as
because
annoying
T-Pain
as that
said it.
song.
T-Pain said it. Those are some simple songs that got big relevations from it. They just got not relevations. They just elevated. Excuse me. Like he has a couple songs that's like blame it on the tune, blame it on the that.
Jamie Foxx, slapping on the goose.
Like there's so many songs that he's done that was just like,
So
or like I like them bartenders. She was serving them drinks. Like he's joked on those songs himself. So I don't even got to go there too much on him. Or the Such song he put out years ago, and I seen him throw it. Let me stop.
Yeah.
John Legend. What how you feel about John?
He holds a note or two. He has his moments,
Megan Trainor, that's another artist I forgot about.
but I'm not going to listen to his albums besides his first one, and that's very rare. That's because what Kanye did to it.
How do you mean?
Kanye in that bag, damn near anything he touched was gonna be fire. Around college dropout era,
I forgot about Neo. I don't know how I forgot about that.
because he don't put out no music.
No, I'm just saying, but like he had range too, for sure.
Yeah, but he don't put out no records.
Fair enough. Jesus, Joe.
Kali Uchis. I don't know if I said her name right. Kali Uchis. She ain't put out an album in a while, but she's dope.
Who did you say?
Kali Uchis, however you pronounce her name.
I don't know who that is.
I was gonna say I lost me.
Oh man,
Sorry,
I mean,
no
you gotta listen to that, man. I forgot what the name of her album was called. Like I don't know, if it's Isolation or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, she's fire. You go listen to it, man. Who else? R&B wise, singing.
What is Rihanna?
Isn't she pop? Isn't she a pop singer?
I'll say she's pop.
Let me see. Barbadian singer.
What?
I'm not laughing, but that's because she's from Barbados, right? And that's what it said, Barbadian singer. Let me see. She's someone for sure that's gonna be like, she already is household name, but I'm talking about like, let's say if she ever passed away, that girl just gonna be touching hearts.
Is she a household name though, or is she just very notable?
Nah, I feel like she's household.
I think she's.
I don't think she's a household. Yeah, I don't think she's a household name.
I think Beyonce is more household.
Yeah,
Like
Fair enough.
everybody
Fair
knows
enough.
who it is.
I feel like if you got a one name artist, like low key, they should stick for a reason. Because you said Monica, not saying she's necessarily household. I'm pretty sure she was for her generation, but like,
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I guess the further away you get from the era,
Snoop is still a household name somehow, some way.
That's because Snoop is.
because a
in
lot of people.
everything.
Let me shut up.
He's on everything.
I was gonna say he does everything, like literally from UFC stuff. Did y'all see the video he did in Saudi Arabia? What is he doing there, bro?
Yeah, they're getting the bag, man.
He's been in movies, horror movies. Baby Boy. That's not a horror movie, but like,
Hey, for people with that lifestyle, that is a horror movie.
you're right. But I said horror. I said horror movie. I didn't mean horror movie. I mean like comedy movies, like scary movie. But yeah,
Like, little nigga.
that was Vin Rames' line. Get out of here.
Hey.
Now I remember when he got
look.
shot. He was looking up on the street. Like, do it, do it. You ain't tough, bro. Anyway, Snoop just be doing everything. He be doing commercials.
I try to be
You know, he was working at a fast food restaurant in one of these commercials, bro. I know it's not recent, but like Snoop was at the drive-through. Yo, you getting slim chance you want to get water. You just stopping at a fast food restaurant because it's the only thing open. And Snoop hands you a cup of water.
No, you don't even see Snoop first. You see a cloud of marijuana come brush past your window. And you open, you look at Snoop. Oh,
What up, cuz? It's Snoop D-O-double-G. Who are you? Like, that was horrible, but still. Nah, but Rihanna is like electronic dance music and pop. So EDM and pop. EDM and pop, yeah.
EDM.
That's the first time I said EDM all the way out like that. I literally read it and I knew what it meant, but I always refer to it as EDM.
Electronic dancing. Yeah, electronic dancing.
But yeah, EDM and pop. That makes sense for her, though, for sure. There are a bunch of artists out there, bro. Like, because you can't forget the ones you kind of like grew up watching on TV that had such an amazing voice.
Yeah, Ariana Grande, before we knew she actually could sound other something than the screeching cat.
Nah, you see, that's someone that didn't follow her career. I followed her career, bro. Like, she was doing stuff on Broadway. Like, that girl has
what
range.
we all knew her for as the masses who didn't follow the career was
No, fair
Screeching
enough.
Cat.
That's what I said.
Oh, yeah,
fair
just
enough.
saying.
You know, Cat, you know, she...
Screeching Cat.
I used to hate that, bro. I used to be like, bro, that is so annoying. Then you got the girls like before her. You got the Hillary Duffs. Yes, Hillary could sing at you know.
Miley Cyrus.
All right, I've said this before. Miley Cyrus is like my number one of all time. Just saying. She was the one that really got me to songwriting. So I gotta put her in first. My mother always asked me, who you putting, Alicia or Miley? I literally can't. Personally.
Wow.
Dang, she bringing the daughter of Achy Breaky Heart. It's going over Alicia Keys.
Oh, my achy breaky heart. Let me stop. But no, like, really, those are two different artists for two different genres. But it's just like, not that I'm a fan of Miley and how she carries herself or whatever like that. I'm saying, like, I fell in love with her voice as a child, and I knew I wanted to write for people that had that kind of pull. You know, and Alicia's the first person, one of the first people that inspired me to play the piano outside of my Aunt Sharon, who passed away years ago.
You don't know my name.
Like, me and my sister both. Tiffany put me on Alicia too. Jesus, I really copied my sister a lot, but man, Alicia got my heart, no matter how old she get.
But not better than Miley Cyrus. All right.
If I had to choose who I could write a song for, I would love to write a song for Miley, but I would love even more to be under the tutelage of Alicia Keys.
Dang. So how do you feel about her?
Her?
Yeah.
I almost said I don't, but
God damn. Well, that explains enough.
no, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's just like
That explains enough right there.
that's
Well,
not.
Hey, look, her. If you watching this, you probably not.
No,
You might.
her is fired.
Your
I'm not
associates
saying
might
that.
be, but
I'm
you know what
saying
you need to do.
I'm not saying that.
You
I
need to
mean,
open
like,
your mouth and actually stop singing through your teeth in your music.
You
It's not
disrespectful.
working. What, she sing through her fucking teeth, bro. That shit weird.
I like
I ain't
the-
saying it don't work, but
I like
ain't
the
no
artists
soul
that
in
just
her music after that little tape she put out. After the 2 tape, ain't nothing greater after that.
Well, look, live fast, die hard, bad girls do it well.
Nah, fam, we not. She up here trying to do these trap LA records and stuff. It don't work.
No, I mean, like her, she has flair. She has her own style. I like everyone. I love for female artists specifically. I love the ones that have a different set of range and a different style they can bring to.
That's great, but her music don't hold her no weight.
Like for me, I could listen to Katy Perry all day. I could listen to different songs by Taylor Swift, both versions of her, country singer and pop
you did
singer.
kiss a girl and you liked it, right?
Hell yeah, definitely. But anyway, Lady Gaga, her too. She has a style of her own. Gwen Stefani told me how to spell, banana. And I love, like, she has a song with one of my favorite country artists of all time.
So,
Blake Shelton.
was she the first one to teach you about a holla back girl?
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
interesting.
For sure.
Interesting.
Someone asked, I forgot who asked me what that even meant. I forgot who asked me.
If they would have watched the show, they would have known.
I really forgot who asked me that.
All they gotta do, hey, watch episode 26. I can't remember what episode, but we mentioned it.
Shoot, yeah. That's definitely, she up there too. But Jessie Reyes, I gotta talk about Jessie. Jessie is,
Hold that thought.
oh my girl.
All-time favorite R&B artist, hip-hop artist.
All-time favorite hip hop artist. Probably Lil Wayne.
Really, number one for you.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
That's a perfect answer. That sounds like a him answer. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You can say why not, but I'm just asking you why.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
For me, and I'm probably not I'm not a hip hop encyclopedia or anything like that, but as far as what I've seen and what I know, I don't think hip hop is here today without Lil Wayne. I don't think there's been a hip hop, I don't think there's been a rapper more influential as Lil Wayne. That's what I think.
Right now.
You could say Tupac, but I think Tupac only got us so far.
I think he got us far enough.
He got us far. But even if you say that, I still think Wayne took the torch from him, and he took us further.
I mean, that's what you would hope. You wouldn't hope anyone just, half-assed it.
Because I think anything that you could say that Tupac done for hip hop, I think Wayne done it better. He done it better.
Top 3 then.
Wayne?
No, top 3 hip-hop artists. Hip-hop rap artists.
Wayne, who I like or who I think are just the best?
No, who you like?
Wayne, BG. I like BG. Wayne, BG, and top 3. I don't even know if it's another rapper that I even like that.
That's great.
But yeah, those are my top 2 all time. Lil Wayne and BG.
Who were yours again?
You a hot boy, you on fire. That's what's up. All right, that's interesting.
I wasn't expecting that. I like that.
BG can rap. People sleep on BG.
Yeah.
I ain't even going on. I don't listen to his catalog, but I know BG got bars for sure.
Who are your 3 again, Jerry? I know we talk about this like every other episode, but I forget.
We really don't. Actually, we really don't. I know. I'll put it to. I don't know. Let me just listen. Tupac, DMX.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
He got 2 dead men up there. Oh, no disrespect to them.
Damn.
I immediately said no disrespect to the dead.
Damn.
I was saying that to say I had a Dre delay moment.
Damn.
I was saying that to say it's crazy how much power people who aren't even here anymore will still have. I love that.
Yeah, that's a testament to greatness, though.
That's what I mean. That's why I like when y'all reaction. That's what I said.
That's a testament to greatness.
I had to check that real quick.
Tupac, DMX. Who's my third?
I mean, there's no way you can follow Tupac, DMX. It has to be somebody like. It has to be Biggie, right? It has to be.
Biggie's not in my.
Like,
I know it sounds crazy.
Tupac, DMX. Like, who you gonna follow up with?
Biggie's not in there. As crazy as it sounds, Biggie's not in there.
My third.
Tupac, DMX.
Hold on, come back. Go ahead. Come back. I got my third. I can't think of it right now.
Do you have your third?
Nah, I don't really have a favorite.
Eminem, as we all know.
My bad.
See what I'm saying, bro? I didn't laugh at his, bro. Eminem, for sure. Tyler, the Creator.
Before you go on, all jokes aside on Eminem contributions have been great and detrimental at the same time. But go ahead.
I'm not even going to do the gesture I was
like,
getting ready to do to you.
Eminem and Tyler, the Creator. That has to be like
That's his favorite though. Just keep these are our favorites.
Yeah. It has to be like the most controversial duo of rappers I think ever like I've ever seen grouped together as anything. Like Tyler, the Creator.
Because they're not afraid to speak on what they want to say. I love that. You can't. Those are someone's that like you're not gonna have a conversation behind closed doors that they're not afraid to speak on the outside.
Who's your third?
Okay, so
It has to be Kanye.
no.
For you to say Tyler, the Creator,
You don't mess with Kanye like
it
that.
has to be Kanye.
He does.
No, it's not Kanye.
It has to be.
He don't.
No, like
Who's
Kanye.
as crazy as those two? It
No.
has to be Kanye.
No. Those two, crazy alone for sure.
Yeah, it has to be Kanye. Any other answer is absolutely wrong. It has to be Kanye.
All right, if you had to put like controversial, yes, Kanye would be up there for sure.
Favorites though.
But just personal favorites, Eminem, Tyler, the Creator. I'm stuck between two, man.
Just name
Because
them.
you know T.I. was in my list for a long time. But who do I don't know if I should put my other one there. Tell me I got y'all third.
I'm still thinking on it, man. I'm still thinking on it.
It's tough because I mean it's like a 7-way tie, like for 3.
50 on your list?
He top 5.
Okay.
But yeah, he would be one of those ones I would say would be for tied for 3rd. It had to be probably 50.
Matter of fact,
Jay-Z.
I gotta be real. 50 hits that 3. I would have had
that's
him at
crazy
4.
enough.
But
I mean,
50 has to hit that top.
That's
3
crazy
for
enough.
favorites.
So it's complete.
You know what I mean?
That's definitely
Because like
crazy enough.
he's legitimate a troll, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy enough.
And I love his work, and not necessarily saying that like his work reflects that, but it's like he's to where like you can tell when it's business, and when he's getting at you, being funny. You know what I mean? I like that persona of them. I feel like those artists. I feel like Eminem puts it in his work. I feel like Tyler lives that, and I feel like 50 totes that company line with it. Like so yeah. I had 50 at top 4, but that's not who I was gonna say originally for the 3rd spot. But yeah, that he definitely for those purposes. Yeah, those 3.
That's crazy enough. That's for those 3.
But whew.
3. Like I said, it had to be like 50. Jay. Believe it or not, I wouldn't say Luda. Luda's probably the most.
Honor 3000 for mine.
Oh, I'm mad he just said that. Cause I was like, he's not gonna match with the 2 I said at all. I love Andre, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I don't know if I could put him with that. So I'm like, yeah, 50 definitely works better for my trio, but he got it.
The only reason I don't say people like Black Thought or Side of Prince because it's not enough catalog And Black Thought can rap was the best of him, but I don't go back to listen to him before his songs. I just go back and listen for bars for the most part. So, yeah.
All right, free. I hate social media. For your purposes, one song for each of the artists you chose that stand out to you.
All right.
That's tough. Wayne.
DMX
Slipping. Wayne. That's tough because I mean, we talking about mixtape Weezo. We talking about album Wayne.
Up to you.
I just think he's just great. A Wayne song. I don't know. That's tough. I'll just say Hustler Music. I think everybody know what that is.
Fair.
BG. Nobody knows who BG is, I guess, unless you really listen to him. So it's kind of, it kind of pointless, the kind of name, but yeah, I think Hustler Music for Wayne. If you had to, I say defining songs of Lil Wayne's career though, if I had to say top 5, I think the song that he'll be remembered most by probably be a Millie, Hustler Music.
What about I'm Me? Nah, I feel like people might sleep
Me?
on that song. That's definitely one of my favorites. I'd have said my favorite song as of right now from him, Uproar.
Uproar from
Yeah.
Carter 5.
Mm-hmm. It do it for me, bro. Like when if I want to like get hyped to something, like immediately take me out of my negative feeling, that song is gonna do it by him.
I think the song on my favorite song from that album, I guess I could do it that way. My favorite song from Carter 5 would have to be Let It All Work Out.
Yeah, so
Hot
That's-
piece.
Carter 4. Probably what? Blunt Blowing. Carter 3, my favorite song off that
This
album.
is Officer. For me,
Carter 3 would be tough.
he got a bunch
Carter
of
2.
bangers on that one.
Yeah, Carter 2,
Jesus.
really, Carter 2 is his best album. Carter 2 is what created the anticipation for Carter 3. And they lived up to the hype, but Carter 2 is actually what done that. Because you look at the songs on Carter 2, I mean, you got Best Rapper Alive, you got Hustler Music, you got Fly In, Fly Out, you got Locked and Loaded,
Grown Man.
So Carter 3, my favorite song, Carter 3. It's tough, because that's like, if not number one, that's like his top album, so that's tough, but
He definitely got a handful to choose from. Dre,
Tupac, Do for Love.
DMX.
I said Slipping.
Oh, so-
DMX. My favorite Tupac song is probably, I'm not really a Tupac fan, I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably Hail Mary, DMX. I don't know. I like DMX better than Tupac.
Andre.
But
Get into it. I had to look him up.
DMX.
Let me see. Equipment now.
Okay. For me, Eminem. First one that comes to my head, Seduction.
And before you go on for his actual solo track, well, technically it's not a solo track, but Roses.
I was gonna say that's a solo track.
No, neither of those are solo tracks.
Okay, I thought so. But yeah,
If I had to pick a solo track, I'll pick
it wasn't necessary, but just one that was
Prototype
for you.
and She Lives in My Lap. Pick those two.
Fucking tripping. My favorite DMX song. I don't even know if it's a song. It's the intro. The one that Mike Tyson walked out to.
It's Dark as Hell's High intro.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I had to play it for me. I drew a blank on it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Yeah, that's my
Don't
favorite.
know what you gonna know. What you gonna do? Know what?
Yeah,
I gotta hear it and see
It's
it.
like nothing started right.
yeah.
I'm the hardest rap artist in the chart. Turn up for real.
That's
for
right.
Real.
I feel like my pops was just watching that. Okay. Yeah.
You wanna take me, wanna make me.
Now, that's a song that I listen to before work. That'll get me through work. Like you said Uproar Do It For You. That'll be the song for me from DMX. If I'm gonna listen to something.
Eminem was Seduction from his Recovery album. It just hits with me. And then, and it's crazy, I mentioned his toxic stuff, like you know, the controversial stuff, but like that's not a controversial song. But like that's just one that does it for me. And of course his feature that he did with Lil Wayne on Drop the World. For me, that was just he ate. He literally ate. He was hungry, he ate.
I like No Love better.
You like No Love better?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, now when you name Tyler the Creator song, you actually be telling me something I don't know, because I only know him for being controversial.
What you talking? Are you talking about the gay Tyler the Creator or the eating a roach Tyler the Creator?
Man, I'm just talking about Tyler the Creator. I don't even get that deep into it. Every time
I was gonna say, bro, I can't stand what people do.
It's just some
Just
shit.
asking.
Alright.
It's a fair point to ask.
So whatever you say, I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know it.
IFHY. I effing hate you.
Ooh.
Like, I had to think of that one, like, for sure. Like, there's so many, bruh. Because I got put onto him mad late. But when I actually heard Yonkers for the first time, it was like...
You missed Yonkers when it dropped?
No. I had heard it or whatever, but, like, I didn't know who Tyler was. You get what I mean? Like, I heard it like, yo, who is that? That's fire.
You didn't marvel the masterpiece of him eating the roach in black and white?
No, because, like I said, I got put onto him by my homies. My boy Mike put me onto him.
Got you.
Like, my boy Mike that skate, that Mike put me onto him. And it was just like, okay. Because they called me the biggest fake fan. Because that was like the only song I had heard. I'm like, nah, give me stuff to listen to. Like, Martian vs. Goblin, that's a fire one too.
You don't mess to See You Again?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
But off that album, I'm saying Who That Boy is my favorite one up there. Just saying.
That's fair.
That's my favorite one up on that
fair.
album. But all right, so I got Seduction, I got I Effing Hate You, and then for 50, that's rough.
Bored is my favorite of his. Boredom.
Fair. Oh my God, that's really rough for 50, man. Cause I want to say Mini Man, right? But I also want to say What Up Gangsta. But like,
What About Life is on the line?
I think favorite 50 song. Damn.
Cause like if I could say one I would play to right now, just driving, 21 Questions, easy.
Mine would be actually have Eminem in it, Patiently Waiting.
Ooh.
Patiently waiting for this cat ass.
I think that's like when I think of like verses, and I feel like somebody's in the zone. It's like certain songs you could just feel like a rapper's in the zone. I feel like Eminem on that track, it was different than just like Eminem just rapping like he normally does. Like
That's how I felt about Drop the World. That's how I really felt about
I
that.
feel like he really, I don't know if they, like they said, had an out of body experience. He just had like out of his mind experience on that verse. On Patiently Waiting.
So what's a duo that if you know they're putting a song together, you're gonna listen to?
Right now,
Drake and Rick Ross.
Drake and Future.
It's so funny that we're all about to say Drake and somebody. I'm saying Drake and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Drake and Future. I think the greatest.
That's really tough. We all just sat here.
Yeah, that's why.
And
that's
said
why
Drake and somebody.
That's why when people, even us, we ask, what is Drake? He's pop. But if you were if you were playing a melody and somebody was going to rap on it, and you needed a chance for this to be a banger to get you where you want to go in life, you have any rap on it. If you say anybody other than Drake, you chose wrong. You chose wrong. I mean, right now, who's the hottest rapper out right now? Probably Lil Baby or something like that.
That's even debatable now.
But I'm telling you though, Drake right now, believe it or not, in my opinion,
Fab is number 5, by the way.
I think Drake by the time he's done, I think Drake will probably be, if not already, a top 5 rapper of all time.
I'll say he's probably.
He's well on his way.
I feel like he's top 5.
I'll say.
I almost said artist. I don't even know if I want to say that.
I hate to have to do this, but if he didn't have the ghostwriting, he'd probably be top 5 right now.
I don't really get into that because he still performed it.
I know, but still got to give that.
But still, even though he doesn't write everything he's done. When you're talking about rappers, unfortunately, that has to go into it.
See, but like, if you say that, then you produce music, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if you use samples and then you start saying artists who use like blueprints to get somewhere, then it's like samples that helped you out too. So it's like,
however,
are you
though,
a good producer?
However, though, I understand the point. It's not the same as somebody penning words for you for a record.
Okay, there are so many songs that are out there that like
I understand.
It goes on delivery. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I get
where you're coming from 100%. Like, it takes away a sense of validity that, you know, like, that would be complete if you had that.
Because the only reason I bring up, because when you're bringing up the greatest rappers of all time, that is a very slim list. And when you gotta make lists like that, top 5, top 10, unfortunately, you have to bring stuff like that into the conversation. Look, if you want to exclude it, all right, fine. Or you want to say besides, or it still doesn't matter, okay, cool.
But I feel like almost with anything, you're going to have somebody that assists with something. Because if I ask you who are the top 5 shooters in NBA history, you're probably going to say Steph, you're going to say Ray Allen, you're going to say Klay Thompson, you're going to say
Reggie Miller might go up there.
And you're probably going to say Dirk or some other shooter that played or something. But guess what, though? Only one of those shooters, Steph, get his shot off the dribble. Everybody else, they get it off a screen. They had help to get those shots. You get what I'm saying? It was assisted to it. So
that's a fair point.
Whereas you're saying Steph is the best shooter because he did it this way.
However, team sport to being artists.
That's still a team sport.
True indeed. However, people assist in different manners of the whole song coming together, not necessarily the lyrics.
I feel like if they have
anything part to do with it, that's a team thing.
Because
like if you're in the
all right, y'all got it. However, when it comes to lyrics and writing the pen down for the record, though, whole different conversation. When it comes to the top 5s and the top 10s, and you're trying to pick, you got a lot of, okay, I ain't gonna say a lot in the grand scheme of the world, but it's a very slim amount of people that get into the top 5, top 10, and there's been a lot of people who got records or put stuff out on microphones and made great stuff that timeless classics and so on and so forth, hits included and such. When you start saying top 5 and top 10, you gotta put stuff like that in consideration. It all depends on, though, how you're making the list too. If some people will say he has a ghostwriter, he can't do it, fine. But there are some other people that say as well, oh, but he still did this, that, and that, even though he had, because other people had ghostwriters and they nice or they may not be as good, but you still want to put them such and such. Granted.
This is why I feel like it has to go all together. Like, he would still make that list regardless. Because if you take away the sound, the music behind the song, right? I'll do Uproar again, or whatever, right? Now, if you're just like listening to him speak or whatever, and you don't hear the beat to come on, sometimes that'll throw you off. Some rappers sound good without a beat. You know what I mean? They can do that. They can do a whole song a cappella and it just work. So I'm like, the same way a sound engineer has to create the sound, say someone can write for it and spit on it. You take the sound out, you're taking away part of the delivery. That's why I'm like, the same way that is a crucial feature, the writing done and making sure the lyrics are right, that goes with the artist who's performing it too. So like, not everyone has all three, and that's why I feel like that should not be like something to take apart from.
I didn't say he was number 1, so it's not like I'm saying that.
No, I understand.
Top 5, I don't think nobody is going to be able to dispute that. And I'm gonna go ahead and be controversial. I think he's going to pass Biggie and Tupac, and I know a lot of people are not going to like that, but I just think he is, just based off of everything that he's accomplished. And it's no disrespect to them, but you know, sometimes I think I ain't even gonna say it.
Oh, you think it ain't overrated?
No, I just think sometimes we
put people too high on a pedestal.
We hold on to shit we don't want to change and we don't want to give other people a chance to be great. Biggie and Tupac, they are who they are. They are the, great pioneers and all of that good stuff.
Well, they're not making anything else right now.
But I just think
they really can't.
Drake is doing too much for us to keep saying, because we just had a chance to list a duo and we all said Drake. So I think we have to kind of get away from saying if he was a hip hop artist, because we all chose him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. We all just did.
I'm not disputing. I never like to try to even dispute that. I just say it because that's just what he does and what he is. However, when it gets to the point of saying Drake maybe better than Biggie and Tupac, I understand. However, is it gonna get to a point? Let me scale it back a little bit. Concept of the records.
The Billboard. If you're talking about so
no, I'm putting. Let's put everything into it. The main thing that could bring him over that hump though is he was able to do it longer, because unfortunately his life was cut short. I understand that. I get it.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I'm like I said, I understand. I'm not even mad at that point. I get you.
They said Len Bias was he was a better player than Michael Jordan. Right?
Oh yeah, I remember that conversation.
But
I won't there, but
I'm sorry. They said he OD'd or something.
Yeah, on crack.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Michael had the opportunity and he done what he had to do.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. We don't know how great, Len Bias was going to be. Pretty sure it was pretty good for somebody to make that type of statement, but his life was cut short, unfortunately.
Because even if you say,
and they could, and Biggie Pop could have fell off. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and then it's just like now, like when they talk about doing a verses with Jay-Z in it, to me, as great as Jay-Z is, if he faced anybody that came out in the last 10 years or was hot in the last 10 years, I don't think he's gonna win. I'm gonna tell you why. Like the artist.
Let's go ahead.
The three artists that I keep saying they said they want to see him go against is Lil Wayne. I just think this generation is all of these really Lil Wayne's grandkids now, because a lot of it is Future kids and that whole Atlanta movement.
Future Thug.
Yeah, so I feel like Lil Wayne will beat Jay-Z in a verses just based off of how we listen to music in this generation. But if this was 15 years ago, I think Jay-Z will win. If you're gonna say the other artist they said was Future, you gotta realize people now don't really listen to music for lyrics. They listen for beats. The producers are really the stars these days.
And that's something personally I just can't get too much behind.
So if you do a verses with Future and Jay-Z,
hold on before you finish that point.
I think Future will win.
I don't think producers are the stars. I just don't think the lyrics that people are saying are captured in anybody's ears anymore.
There's no way. If producers, I think producers are the stars. I don't think
producers help. Producers are always going to be, especially the production has got sonically better. However, the artists the newer artists that out today, there's not too many of them that's putting too much time and crafts to their lyrics. It's making it stick.
Yeah, so it's producers. It's that.
Because if they didn't have the producers to make that sound and round it out, they're not going anywhere.
But it don't last
on a
either.
Scale 1 to 10.
But they would have never gotten anywhere without having that grounded sound.
I pick up what you're saying, but it don't last.
On a scale 1 to 10, how good is Future's lyrics?
I don't listen to him.
You don't listen to him? How good is his lyrics? 1 to 10.
Disrespect.
Just 1 to 10. Nah, watch this. 1 to 10.
I'll be honest, I can't even tell you.
How good are his beats? How good are the beats that Future get on?
Fire.
How good are his beats?
I understand, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Also,
people, when they listen to it, they don't care about lyrics. So if you want to talk about lyrics, then you have to start talking about, for me personally, I think, Papoose, you have to start getting into people like that, Fabulous. And
I don't even like the Papoose argument because he doesn't make that good of a record. He don't know how to make good songs. All he does is alphabetical slaughters all day. Yeah, that's cool, but where the records at? Where the hooks? Where the songs?
Eminem, lyric what? Nah.
Please get off that artist. I cannot stand him with Eminem. I really cannot.
Yeah, but nobody listens to lyrics anymore. Did you hear the music that Devin was playing for you?
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was saying. Bro.
It's all about the beat. So that's why I said
it's all about the vibe.
Yeah, so if Jay-Z was to go against Future or Lil Wayne or I forgot who the other artist, I think it was T.I. He probably beat T.I. though, but
he probably gonna beat T.I.
But
and I love T.I.
Those other two, I think the battle probably will be closer than what it. I mean, Lil Wayne, I don't think so, but like Future, I think that battle will be a lot closer than what it's supposed to be, just based off the beats. People get caught up in the feel of how you feel, as opposed to what he's saying. And I feel like somebody's gonna vote Future when it's no way a Future song should ever beat a Jay-Z song.
Only person I would put that I would like to see in the verses, in reality, that would work.
Against who?
Jay is Easy.
Easy? Easy?
No, I said Easy. That's not what I meant. I don't know why I just did that. Kanye.
Oh, Kanye, yeah.
I don't know how Easy got somebody.
I would like to say just for the controversy behind it.
You know what I mean? Like, exactly. But there's multiple things you can go from because you understand him, you hear the music, you can visualize the
yeah,
struggle.
like
But
that's a good pick. Like, I mean, Wayne is a good pick for him.
Wayne
too.
is a good pick too. Yeah.
Thing about Wayne, he has a lot of filler to a certain point. That's the only thing about Wayne, in my opinion, against Jay-Z is the filler.
Filler, as in
Wayne has a lot of filler content. As great as Wayne is, he has a lot of filler.
Basically, stuff that's there to help, produce the big whole of something. To fill the bag.
I think he knows what filler means.
Yeah, so I'm saying though, like lyric wise, Jay-Z's a what?
He's up there. I would say high 8.
So where's Wayne?
Matter of fact, let me admit that. I would say no. I would say honestly, I would say 8 for Jay, and because I grew up on them both, maybe 8.5 Weezy, bro. I feel like it would be close.
Wayne has the lyrics, and then on top of that, his punchlines are just like unmatched. Like the person, I don't know.
I like Jay's style more, but I like Weezy's his lines. I love his bars.
Yeah, it's closer than what people think.
But what you were saying about which artist did you just say with taking their sound out? You had touched on a point where it was just like, that's what I was saying about the lyrics behind something. The lyrics, the sound, building, the whole song. But you had said my point, and that's why I was just looking at you like, that's what I mean. Like, I can't even think of what song it was now because I knew I wanted to get past it, but yeah.
No, I think I was talking about as far as the Papoose thing.
That was right before that.
Right
I know
before
it's
that.
right before that, but
Okay,
it's in the video.
Yeah.
It's in the video. You'll see my reaction, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
I felt you
Eminem?
looking at me while I was talking.
I said Eminem, Nas. Who else did I say? Eminem, Nas, Fabulous. That was it. Those were the only people that I said before I said. Think.
Oh boy.
But
Shoot, Fab up there for me too. Fab definitely top 10. Number 5 actually.
Fabulous or Ludacris?
Fab.
Ludacris.
You think Fabulous better than Ludacris?
I'm picking Luda.
Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, I knew it had to be something to do with it because it's
Like Luda is
A lot of people
That's
sleep
tough,
on Luda,
actually.
Man. They sleep on Luda, man.
I don't sleep on him. I promise you I don't. But Luda and Fab, that's a good versus battle right there. But I'm sticking with Fab.
People think he trash. He's talking about Cadillac grills, man. They disrespect him, my God.
yeah, and even in that shit right there, he was spitting
Eating.
Luda got bars, man.
like T.I. and Luda. Like to me, that's legit. Like
If I'm going between those two, I'm
Picking Ludacris.
I'm picking T.I.
you picking T.I. over
I'm
Luda?
picking Tip.
The only T.I. album that I listened to was Urban Legend. Outside of Urban Legend,
Wait, I gotta go into my. Y'all keep going now, cause now I gotta pull up my albums of T.I.
outside of Urban Legend, everything he only had maybe 2 or 3 songs on the album. I feel like, but I feel like Urban Legend was like 11 songs on there. I feel like 9 of them, 12 songs, whatever it was. I feel like most of them you could listen to.
Trap music, T.I. versus Tip, Paper Trail, No Mercy. Not Memories back then. I'm sorry. And King. Come on, bro.
Like, look at Urban Legend. Look at the songs on that album.
Motivation. Get on your job. Haters, get on your job. It's motivation.
After that, he started to sound very commercial. He went away from what made him, I feel.
You can look me up.
Come on,
my
bring
eyes,
him
you can
out.
Tell me what up. That's Urban Legend, though.
You see Urban Legend? See the track list on there?
Yeah, that's Urban Legend. Bring him out, motivation.
You don't know me. ASAP.
Yeah, like
That
that album was different. Then after that,
This song was on this album. Well, I feel like I thought this was the other way around. All right, never mind.
yeah, Urban Legend was his best album in my opinion.
That was the first one I heard as a kid.
Yeah, that was the best. His best album.
First one I heard was the 24 was on trap music, right?
Probably.
Yeah, that was the first one I heard. But yeah, man, like all these artists, bro, they have something. But the fact that we just put, and I gotta go back to it, the fact that we each chose a duo, and one half of that duo, the consensus was Drake. He top 5. There's no argument.
Because there's not a lot of good duos nowadays anyway.
There's duos.
However, though, Drake has the most successful when he does a duo thing as in recent times.
It's not even the fact that as far as successful duos, you actually was able to pick your duo, and we still willing to choose Drake. Not that we heard him on a song with this person.
Because I could have said ASAP and Tyler. There's so many artists we could have said.
They don't have that much work, though.
No, I'm just saying, but those would be
no. We're not talking about. Well, from how I done it, I didn't choose necessarily from 2 artists, even though they did happen to do songs together. I said Drake and Future. I chose because I feel like anytime Future is either on the hook or Drake is doing a verse, those songs usually
working on the weekend.
Yeah, and if it wasn't Drake and Future, it was gonna be Drake and Rick Ross.
That's what
or
I'm saying,
it probably would have been Drake and
Wavy.
That's what I said. Drake and Wayne.
Drake and Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Drake and Lil Wayne. They got hitters, bro. She Will right above it. Miss Me. Believe Me.
All right, peoples. We're now in the closing moments of the show. Say your last pieces of whatever you want to say so we can wrap it up.
Always wear a condom. Wrap it up.
I had a feeling you would say something like that.
Sparking from the wall. I'm not about to put myself out there.
If you ain't young, you stupid.
It took me a second to process. I'm like, why did he say that? I'm like, oh yeah.
Life is a dice game. Everybody got a script. You just got to play it out. And time is only as slow as you think it is and you want it to be.
Someone's going to blow on your dice.
Time goes quick if you think it's fast and you have no time left. We all have 24 hours in a day, so we have to make time for what we really want to do and what we want to accomplish.
Wayne is the king of like wordplay and all that. I just want to add it in there. He's just the man. He said, how do you say it? 1, 2, 3 way. 4, 4 makes 8. 9 times out of 10, it's the 11 or the 12 gauge. Friday the 13th, that's the day hell raised. And y'all boys too weak. Like 14 days. Wayne said that.
I mean, he told me that, I better wear that latex before I get that latex saying that I'm latex, so, And it's so funny. Anytime I hear someone say that and incorporate Wayne, I'm like, yo, he got a bunch of other hot hitters out there, bro. Man.
He said 9 times out of 10, it's the 11 or the 12 gauge.
But look, if you had a twin, I would still choose you, Drake.
And he also told us with T-Pain how to hate a bitch.
I hate that.
We appreciate you all for watching, viewing, and listening to the 2.5 LLCs podcast. My name is Dre. If you want to follow us, all social media links will be right here or in the description. If you want to donate, like, comment, subscribe, you're on YouTube or all podcast platforms. We appreciate you.
Let's give a nice shout out. Let's give a nice round of applause for our group that came in tonight. We thank you.
Round of applause.
I heard what I said. Round
of applause. Shorty
round
like
of
that
applause.
ass crap.
You gotta go. These lights is killing my eye. I'm wiping it and I'm looking like I'm crying on camera.
Appreciate Antwon for joining us once again. Appreciate Trav for being Trav. Appreciate me for being me. Appreciate you all for watching us do what we do. And until next time, this is the 2.5 LLPs.
Oh, you were getting on me, huh?
The 2.5 LLCs podcast. You know I have to expand my vocabulary so I can make sure I get all my words out, man.
Oh, indubitably.
Well, I gotta expeditiously do this right now.
Oh my God.
However, always
Definitely.
from one of the greats of all time. Wave the app, baby, and the app's so phenomenal. Yeah.
Oh, come on.